This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, hello guys. I'm Navneet Kumar. Okay, I'm going to be your Python trainer. I'm having around 8 years of experience in software development. I have worked with multiple technologies like Java, Python, databases like MySQL, Oracle. Okay, so today I'm going to give you a quick recap on the Python. Okay, what are the things which we are going to cover inside the Python? Okay, so first of all, we will be starting with the like what is the duration. The main question comes, what are the things which we are going to cover in our syllabus? What is the time taken for this to complete the Python course? Okay, so here in Python we will be starting with the basic Python, and after on we are going to move on to the advanced Python, and some of the libraries we are going to discuss like NumPy, Pandas, Matplot. Okay, these are certain libraries which we are going to study, okay, in our syllabus. It takes around 40 plus hours. Okay, after that we will be moving on to the Django framework. Django framework takes 30 plus hours. Okay, that like it is a web framework. Okay, now if suppose I want to complete my full Python developer course. Okay, so it will take around 2.5 months of time, or we can say 70 plus hours. Okay, now, what are the things which we are going to study in Python, like how to install Python, how to configure the Python? Okay, what are the tools or IDEs we can say? Okay, so PyCharm is there, Spider is there, Jupyter is there. Okay, all these things I will be showing. I will be using PyCharm, okay, as an IDE to run each and every program. I will be giving you a quick recap on Jupyter and Spider as well. But inside, if we talk about the industry, if we talk about in the industry perspectives, then PyCharm in industry, maximum industries are going to use this PyCharm tool. Okay, now after this if we move on to the programming part. Okay, like what are the basic things for the programming in Python? So first comes with variables. What is this variable? What are data types? What is user input? What is packing, unpacking, boolean practices? What if else? What are various decision making statements, like if else is there? Okay, while loop is there. Okay, loops. After that, we are going to start with the function concept. Actually, Python is both object-oriented programming language as well as functional level programming language. If we talk about functional programming language, then the functional programming language, it has taken from the C language, and the object-oriented concept it has taken from the C++. So both things we are going to learn, like how to work with the functional programming, how to work with object-oriented programming, all the things we are going to discuss. If we move on to the object-oriented programming part, like what are the things which are there in the object-oriented programming, like modules is there, classes, object, inheritance, overloading, what is composition, okay, what is aggregation, okay, all these things we are going to study. After that, as we all know that there is a vast scope of Python. Okay, we can move in data science, we can move in artificial intelligence. Okay, so for the data science we are going to learn various topics like what are lists, what are tuples, what are sets. Okay, so all these things we are going to cover. After that, the exception handling is very important. Suppose any error is coming. Okay, suppose I'm writing a code. Okay, but in between, if suppose any error comes, so how to ignore that error, or what to print the error? Suppose a user is dividing 10 by 0. So if suppose I'm not handling that code, so automatically my program terminate abnormally. Okay, in order to avoid all these things, we are going through an exception handling concept. After that, we are going to integrate our Python, our programs with the database like SQL database integration. Here I'm going to show you by SQL as well as the Oracle, how to write the code in Oracle, how to write the code in MySQL, and all the things we are like the CURD operation, how to insert the data in database, how to fetch the information from the database, how to provide an updates in the database. Okay, so all this CURD operation we are going to discuss in SQL database integration. After that, we are going to study web scraping. What is this web scraping? Web scraping is actually means, if suppose I don't want to develop the coding from the other website, I want to copy the codes, I want to get the codes of the other website, like I want I want to get the code of quick expert. Okay, so I can get that code as well. Okay, so these are certain things which we are going to discuss in this web scraping module. Like for example, see, if suppose I am taking Webscrapper. Okay, see, this is a simple program which we have done in our previous session. Okay, so if we talk about like this one, if let me run this code. Okay, if I'm running this code, see what are the things I'm going to get. First of all, I'm taking the code of quick expert infotech.com. Okay, I have given the URL of quickexpertinfotech.com. So what are the things which I have taken? Okay, first of all, the HTML content part I have taken. Okay, after that this title part I have taken. Okay, after that, what are the paragraphs which this website has used? What is the anchor part? What are the classes? Okay, what is the anchor? What is the links which they have used? So links, like what are the various links which these our quick expert infotech is using? See, these are the links. Okay, if we talk about the paragraphs, see this P stands for paragraph. These are the paragraphs, okay, which this website has used. Okay, the title part, which title this website is using. Okay, all the things we are going to get through this web scraping. Okay, web scraping is also a module which is there in your syllabus. Okay, after that we are going to use some data science libraries. Okay, like NumPy. What is this NumPy? NumPy is actually, it is an array. Okay, if you know like what is an array? Array is a collection of similar type of data. Okay, so how to deal with the NumPy, how to deal with the pandas, how to deal with the data sources, the frameworks. Okay, so actually, if we talk about like pandas, okay, so let me show you one example of this panda, how to write the code in this pandas. Suppose I'm using this pandas. Let me show you one code of this panda. Okay, so I'm using this pandas. So if suppose I'm using this pandas, let me pandas.demo. Okay, see this one. This is my file pandas. If I am running this code, I'm having two files. Okay, see I have taken pandas is actually a data frame. Okay, data frame. So for this, we need to import the pandas library. For importing the pandas library, we are supposed to go inside this setting. Okay, interpreter. Here I need to download. On which application I want to download? Okay, pandas. I need to click on plus, and from here we are going to import the library. Okay, so by default I have taken the pandas library. See here pandas is there. Okay, so I will simply run this code. Okay, run pandas demo. So see, actually pandas, what it does, okay, it is giving me the data set in form of the tabular format. In tabular format, see this is a tabular format. If my requirement is like this, see in Excel also we are doing the same thing. If my requirement is to work with the data frames, okay, then we are going through this pandas concept. Okay, after that if I'm moving on to the Matplot. What is this Matplot? This is actually a data virtualization by using different types of chats. Okay, so let me show you one example of this Matplot also. Okay, suppose let me run this code. See if I'm running this code. Okay, so I'm getting certain things. Okay, see these are the interpretation. How to interpret this? This is a bar graph. Okay, this is a bar graph. This is a scattered plot. This is a dot plot. This is a heat map. Okay, so how to analyze the data? How to analyze the data? Okay, so all these things we are going to use. See, this we can do in our Excel part as well. Okay, we can create the graphs. We can use Tableau as well in order to create all these plots. Okay, but if I'm using Matplot inside our Python, if we are going through this Matplot libraries, okay, then we can create our own graph inside this Python as well. Okay, so this is an example. This is an example for the Matplot. Okay, after this, if I'm moving on to the beautiful soap means like if I want to take certain code from the other website, then we are going through this beautiful soap. Okay, after that we are going to develop one project. See, if I'm learning like core and advanced Python, okay, so what are the projects which we can make over here are like a standalone application. We can design a standalone application, okay, the desktop application. So, so one project you will be given for this, okay, you need to make the project, okay, I will be helping you out. You decide your project of your own. I will be helping you out in order to make this project, okay. After this, see, in our main requirement is to work on websites, okay, because in the industry, no one is going to say you to make the standalone application. The companies is paying for the websites, okay, like how to design the websites by using the Python. So in Python, in order to design the websites, we are going to use the Django. Okay, Django. So what is this Django? This is Python Web MVC Framework. This is a framework. That means framework. What does this framework mean? Each and everything this Django is going to provide. Okay. So what are the things we are going to cover in this Django? Okay. First of all, how to install, how to configure this Django. Okay. After that, how to integrate with this Python, how to integrate Django with Python. What is this MVC? MVC actually stands for Model View Controller. Okay. So we are going to know the flow control, how the flow goes. Okay. How the, like, what is view, what is model, what is controller, and how the flow is going. Okay. After that, we are going to cover how to create module, how to create a controller, what is a template. Okay. Form processing, how to process the form. Suppose I'm working on multiple forms, okay, I'm having like 3 to 4 forms are there, okay, so how to go from one form to another. Suppose if we are filling a form, okay, like any form, for example, suppose I'm giving a gate, I'm applying for a gate examination, okay, so first time all the details they are asking for, okay, like name, address, and when we are going on the second form, we need to fill that form also. We need to paste our photos, signature, and at last we are going to get all the details on a one page. So this all we are going to discuss in the form processing. After that, user authentication. User authentication means if suppose user I'm creating a login page, okay, so is the user valid? Is he passing the password correct? Okay, all these things need to be validated in order to get a login access. Okay, so this we are going to study in user authentication. After that, session handling. Suppose I'm working on any banking websites. Okay, so what are these sessions? Okay, like if you have seen, if you are working with net banking, okay, of any bank like SDFC, okay, after like if you are not working for 2 minutes, okay, or 3 minutes, automatically it goes log out. Okay, so all these things we are going to discuss in session handling. Okay, cookies handling, how to handle with the cookies. After that, how to integrate database in Django. Suppose I'm having a registration page, I want to share the information to the database, so I can share this information to the database. After that, if suppose anyone wants to log in, so I will be retrieving the information from the database, and I can provide a login access to the user. Okay, after that, database integration. CRUD operations we are going to study. CRUD operation means like how to insert the data, how to fetch the data, how to update the data, how to delete the data. Okay, these all comes inside the CRUD operation part. Okay, so all these things we are going to study inside this Django. After that, web services integration like REST APIs. Suppose there is, what is this REST API? Suppose I'm having a Facebook website. I want to post something over there. Okay, so we need to fetch the APIs with the help of JSONs, Ajax. Okay, and we can integrate in our Django. Okay, so all these things we are going to study. Okay, we will be creating a Python MVC project. Okay, by using Python libraries. Okay, you need to make the project. I will be helping you out in making the project. Okay, so this is the whole syllabus which you are going to be provided. Like 75% of the course contains practical sessions. Okay, live projects is there. Okay, so 100% job placement opportunities are over here. Okay, and if we move on to the notes part. Okay, so this is a notes. This is a notes which you will be provided for this Python. Like what is Python? Okay, what is Python? What is 3 Ws? Okay, of Python. All these things you are going to study. Python tools, Python basic. What are these things in Python basic? Okay, the first program to run in Python, like hello world.py. Okay, after that, After that, the command line arguments. Command line arguments means if suppose I want to print anything through the command line, so we can do that as well in the Python. What are the data types? So all these things you will be getting inside this notes part. Okay. Object oriented programming. This is the main notes which you will be provided once you are joining the session. Okay. Now see, if we talk about the Django, if we talk about the Django projects. Okay. So this is the previous session's project. Okay. Let me show you what are the things which you can make. Okay. Suppose I want to use the HTML code. I want to use the HTML code. That too we can define over here. Okay. So this is the basic project of the Django. What is this first folder? Why we are using this test app? What is DBSQL3? Okay. So all these things we are going to learn in the Django. Where to write the scripting part? Okay. What are the scripting parts? Okay. What are the where we are going to write the templates part? These are the templates. Okay. Which we are going to use. This is the static part. Okay. So like this, there are a lot of files. Okay. Like this is I have created a file. Okay. Like employee ID, name, email, contact. This is the registration page which I have made by using the HTML code in Python. Okay. So what are the things what I have done over here? I have taken employee ID, name, email address, contact number. After that, how to register. Okay. Suppose a customer wants to update. No, if he has registered all the things, now he wants to update. So for update also, like I have given one, href, like href slash info. If he wants to update, this is the URL. This is the URL. Okay, through which he can add his own records. Okay, so these are the things which we can do in the Django. Okay, each and everything will be a practical approach. Okay, you can if you are joining this session. Okay, guys. So thank you for all this. If see, actually you are having two opportunities. You can join for Python Core and Advanced, or if you want to go with the Django, separate courses also you can opt for. Okay. Okay, guys. Take care. Thank you.